Alright, you guys, day 2 of Wimbledon. It's done, it's over, and it's been a pretty interesting tournament so far. Enough talking about the nakedness of Fernando Verdasco, though that's rather entertaining. Check out that post right below this one. There's video from the ATP, and if that doesn't work, just go right to the ATP website and you can check out the player news section, and it'll have the little clip on Verdasco and that story. Or you can head over to the cosmopolitan.com.uk, and there's a full gallery of their featured men who've done male cancer research, nudity, whatever. They're naked. So let's talk a little bit about tennis now. I don't really want to talk about Venus Williams or Ivanovic, Jankovic. We can talk about them in week 2. Yes, they're all advancing. Yes, they're all struggling. Davenport won in 3 today. Good for her. But I kind of want to talk about some players that aren't really on the radar of the mainstream press and really are making some big noise in their own way. And the first player is Marina Erakovic. Now, you're like, what? Marina whatty? Marina whatty? But Marina Erakovic, remember that name. She is from New Zealand. She's 20 years old, and she has had an incredible year. She's 34, actually 35 and 12 after her win today. She won in 2 tie breaks over Michaela Krajicek. Now, her and Michaela are good friends. Their doubles partners are playing here together, but Erakovic has had a huge year. She got a wild card in her home country, played in Auckland, got to the semifinals, and she's really been on a roll since then. She has won a couple challengers, and really in the last few weeks, she won a tournament on grass, challenger, and then she also made it to the semifinals of Birmingham last week, beating Alana Bondarenko along the way. So keep her name in mind. She beat Krajicek 7-6, 7-6 in the first round today. She's already 54 in the world, and if this girl keeps it up, I'm going to say that she's going to be a seeded player by US Open. Now, one individual who hasn't had quite the luck that Erakovic has had this year is Tamira Paszek. Now, Paszek was a huge up-and-comer. Last year she was one of the breakthrough players of the year. Actually, I'm going to have to do some digging and see if she was the breakthrough player, although I think that went to Agnes Svaze. Now, Paszek is Austrian, and she was formerly coached by Larry Passos, who, if you remember, was Gustavo Guga Kirtan's coach. But it's really been a rough year for Paszek. She had a good start, and then at Auckland, semifinals, Davenport, and then went to the Australian Open. If you remember it, they were first on. It was she and Jelena Jankovic, and Jankovic won this match 12-10 in the third, and there were numerous times that Paszek had 2 points away from the match. I think she even had a couple match points now. Today, it's just been a rough year. She's lost, I think, 8 or 9 matches since the Australian Open, and today Paszek went up against Francesca Schiavone, the ultimate grinder on the WTA Tour, and Paszek played a great match, but 10-8 in the third she falls, and that's really got to be a blow to her confidence. She's been struggling. She won 1 game at Birmingham last week against Tamira Tanasugaran, another tour veteran, and you just kind of can see those slumping shoulders in the teen. But Paszek's a girl that loves hard courts. The last match she actually won on tour was in Miami, so I'm sure she's ready to get back to North America, which is kind of a weird sort of Eastern European thought to say, I want to get back to hard courts. But I think that's what Paszek wants to do right now, and just kind of forget about her spring and hopefully fast forward into the summer. And being Austrian, she should be able to get into the Olympics, which hopefully she can make a run there too. So a lot going on at Wimbledon, day 2. That's all I'm going to talk about today, but go ahead, throw some comments up, and I'm going to do some digging for more stuff for you guys. Check out tennischatter.blogspot.com, and if you can say that 3 times fast, I'll give you $1 or something. Bye, guys.